Hey guys, this is Rob Smith at The Body Project, and I have a very special guest. Barb, how long have we been together?
10 years.
10 years. So Barb's been an awesome client for 10 years. Part of the video, we're going to talk a little bit about mindset. So mindset is really kind of what's the story you have in your head. So when Barb first started with us, she was about 5 feet, and through hard work, she's actually been able to grow about a foot through optimizing her posture. No. But part of the thing is when you came in, you didn't have a lot of strength, didn't have a lot of stability. And she had a level of dysfunction that was starting to maybe concern you, right? But Barb didn't create a story in her head like, oh, I'm getting older and I can't necessarily do some of these things. But we did start slow, did we not?
Very slow.
Okay, so our objective was to build a strong foundation with Barb. And then what I want to show you guys today is how we progressively advance to, she's doing some things that I can guarantee you people half her age cannot do nearly as well as she has. So the first thing we're going to talk about is we're going to go through a technique. We're going to go through the side plank. So Barb, I'm going to have you get on the ground. So when we first started with Barb, again, we wanted to build her a good foundation. So on her side plank, what we did is we started with a hip hinge. So Barb, let's go into a hip hinge. So you can see she's hinging into this. She's activating her glutes. She's bracing her abs. And then if you take a look at her alignment, she has perfect alignment. We want her knee, her hip, her shoulder, and her ear to all line up perfectly. So that's how we started. Okay, let's hinge onto that. Okay, so one of the biggest challenges today with people that work out is what do? They tend to watch other people and what they do. Or they're in a class and they're doing a skill or an exercise that, in my opinion, most of the time is not appropriate for that particular individual. So you can't always ask the question, is this a good exercise? Is this a good exercise for me would be a better question. And do I have the strength and the skill level to do this exercise? So make sure when you work out, you focus on you. Nobody else but you. Okay, so the next phase we went to, and one other thing I want to make a comment on is, remember, a lot of times people overestimate what they can accomplish in the short term, but underestimate what they can do in the long term. So if you slowly start to build a strong foundation, just like Barb has done, you will be amazed at what you can accomplish. Now, Barb is going to blow you away with what she's going to do here in a second here, but let's show them the next series we'll do. So Barb can actually take her trail leg down, like her bottom leg, just for some stability. She'll straighten out this leg, and that would be the next level. Now, what she wants to focus on is really flexing at the armpit, so she's really bracing her lats. She's squeezing her glutes, bracing the abs. You can see how she has beautiful alignment. Now remember, we always want to be biomechanically sound, and when you're biomechanically sound, you should be aesthetically pleasing to the eye. And is this not aesthetically pleasing? It's beautiful. All right, let's hinge out of that. Okay, so now the next phase we would go to is Barb would do a scissor stance. So what you'll note is her legs are now in a scissor stance. And then what we have is we're widening the base of support. So she's using her hips to help with her deep abdominal wall. You can see again her alignment is perfect, okay? So again, we are stair-stepping up after building a foundation. Okay, let's go down. Now the next phase we're gonna go to is Barb will stack her legs, okay? You ready? We'll stack the legs. Again, perfect alignment. Look at how nice her posture is. This is just a thing of beauty. Bracing the abs nice and tight. Now another thing too, as far as breath work, we've spent a lot of time talking about breathing. We want to breathe through the diaphragm. We want that lateral breath. This is going to offer great stabilization through here. If she flexes here, it helps take stress off the shoulder and relax. Okay, so one of the biggest errors people make when they do a side plank is Barb, get in position one more time here. Is when they're doing a side plank, they tend to round like this, put their head down, and it beats the heck out of their shoulder. Relax. So you always want to think about pulling your elbow back and just make sure you watch good postural alignment. This should never create pathological stress on the shoulder. So you shouldn't be beating up the shoulder joint. You should be able to distribute all the stress through full muscular integration. So here's what I mean by that. Up one more time. She is such a trooper, isn't she? Look at that. Okay, so max isotension means she is flexing her thighs, she's squeezing her glutes, she's activating her pelvic floor, bracing her abs, flexing in here, and then breathing all the way through her diaphragm. She has no chest tension because she's not a vertical breather. She's breathing beautifully. Okay, relax. So when we're connected, fully integrated, when we're connected, we're protected, okay? What that means is when we're really turning on all those muscles, each segment of the joints are now strong and stable. So what we're doing is we are putting the force where it belongs into the musculature. Okay, prepared to be blown away. Barb, remember, this is 10 years. Now she's been doing this for a while, but this is so impressive. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do what's called a side plank, and then she's going to raise her leg or abduct her leg. It's a very impressive move. Okay, ready? Mm-hmm. Perfect alignment, good dorsiflexion. Look at that. Is that impressive or what? Very, very nicely done. So push the hips forward just a little bit. Now you can see that's just absolutely flawless alignment. And time, good job. Okay, so you can see a couple points I want to make here. Number one, a great positive mindset when she came in. But here's what I want you to really understand. Barb has made such a commitment to being the perfect student. She is so meticulous, paying attention to the details, and it has kept her safe, and it has built her strength at a level that most people only dream about in the gym. But how she did it is she built a strong foundation, she challenged herself, she focused on the minutia, all the details, challenged herself a little bit more. So what I want you guys to understand is age is just a number. You've got your chronological age, how old you are, and then you actually have your physiological age. Now remember, 10 years we've been together. Mm-hmm. 10 years, guys. So 10 years, it's gonna happen anyway.
That's right.
So why don't you start to reverse the aging process and do things a year from now, 5 years from now, 10 years from now that you can't even do today. So how has your life changed since you started in terms of just, Barb's very active, she loves to garden, that's probably her favorite thing in life, but just being stronger, how have things changed for you?
A lot less pain. I used to have, in the springtime, I would start gardening and the back pain would be terrible, and I would garden for 2 days and that'd be it. Now I can move right into spring and summer flawlessly. Yeah, so here's the thing. Remember, we've talked about magic moments, the things we love to do, the passions people have. When you're in pain, you've got dysfunction, you're weak, you can't do those things. And life's too short not to be able to pursue your passion, do the things you enjoy to do. So if you learned anything from the video, please like the video. And I mean, was this lady a superstar or what? She's absolutely incredible. If you got some information that maybe a friend or family member could benefit, please share the video. And until we see you tomorrow, go ahead and make it a great day. You certainly deserve it. We'll see you later. Be well.